Hi folks, Chris here from A Colorado Hunter's Life, up here in the beautiful Colorado mountains today. Thought I'd make a quick video about how to put on some tire chains. A couple things you're going to need from this job. First thing you want, a good set of gloves, whether they're disposable, leather. Today I'm just using my wool hunting gloves. Something to keep your hands somewhat dry and out of the crazy mud and the water. No way, two ways around this. Whenever we're putting on chains, we're either always going to be in the snow or the mud. It's going to be wet, it's going to be nasty. Gloves will help you out. Next thing I use, this is just a thermarest seat I use when I'm hunting. Use this to kneel on so you can keep your knees out of the mud and keep them from getting all wet. Of course, you need the tire chains themselves. What I got here are some quick grip chains. These are some chains I used for years. They come in, a set is a pair, so there's two in this bag. I got another bag over here for if I need to chain up all fours. You can get these probably most any automotive store or outdoor store. Make sure you have the right size for your tires. And lastly, for your tire chains, you're going to need your tire tensioners. I just use some rubber ones here. There's all sorts of styles. Rubber ones kind of are finicky in the cold, so I suggest maybe getting some that are non-rubberized. So with that, let's put on some tire chains. Okay, so next we're going to put on the chain. A couple things about chains. One, chains mostly have a rough side and a smooth side. Rough side's contact the roadway. Smooth side goes towards the tire. They also usually have a tightening system. This one's got a bail and chain tightener type system. Make sure your tightener's on the outside of the tire. You don't want that on the inside, or it can be pretty tricky getting that on. All you want to do, make sure your chain's nice and tight, straight. Put the chain over the tire. I usually like to have a little bit of extra here so it doesn't fall off the backside when we drive forward. Now all you're going to do is drive forward a little bit so that you can get the rest of this chain around the tire. Usually I like to tighten right about here. It just makes it so I'm not fighting to bring them together on either side. Alright, now that we've driven forward, we got the chain positioned correctly. Got a little bit of slack, it's all the way around. We're going to tighten the chain up with the tensioner and we're going to get it fully installed. I found it's always best to install the back side first. You'll learn with experience which loop of chain goes on the hook. So on the back side I got a hook and I've got a little length of chain here. I know this one likes about 2 to go on fairly easy and snug and stay in a safe position. Once I got that installed, it's just time to tighten the tensioner. I'm going to bring this to the third chain, slip it in the bail. Before you do that, pull that back. That's the bail clasp. Spin the cam over, and then you'll work the clasp over the bail. As far as the chain is, it's installed. Now we need to put a tightener on it to make sure it doesn't go anywhere. Alright, for the tightener, all you're going to need is a few points just to keep those nice and snug. I usually come from the cam side with this little excess here. I just don't like the idea of that spinning around. I'm going to go down across and then up to the far side. That's enough to keep this chain on. I wouldn't go too quick or too fast with these, just on the sake that they could spin off if you really go fast. If you're using the rubber ones, nice trick is to heat them up before you put them on. Just throw them on your defroster or your floorboard or something, your heater, because they will snap if it's. Now we've gone over chains, wanted to talk real quick about another product. If you're looking into chains you may be interested in, this is called a track grabber. It's a brand new product on the market. It is not a elimination for chains, but what it is a good rescue device. And this goes over your tire, goes through your wheel well, sits on here, and then gets strapped into position. And if you're stuck, you can use it to get out. You don't want to use this for a continuous device, but it's a good place that if you get your vehicle in the ditch or something, if you got a couple sets of these, you can strap them on. Usually they'll give you enough traction and enough lift to get that vehicle out of the ditch. Find these over at www.trackwrapper.com. This is Chris from A Colorado Hunter's Life. Hope you enjoyed my video about how to put on chains. We'll see you next time.